Hello there, floofs. Uh, Today's video is probably gonna be a short one, to be honest, it's probably like 5 minutes maximum. Yes, I haven't been uploading in a while. Yes, I know about this. Yes, you can go to the comments and you haven't been uploading, so on, so on. If you're in the Discord server, you should know that I've been streaming a lot more than recording, because recording is effort, and if you know me, you know I'm lazy. Get to the point. Basically, the Oculus thing, Oculus Quest 2, Oculus in general, is shit. I'm gonna say it now. Yes, this language, this video is gonna have some strong language. So if you don't like it, click off. Thumbs down. Whatever helps. Go spam my Discord server for all I care. But we're talking about this today. There's gonna be a video I'm gonna play in the background. Now, Oculus Quest 2. It's good. It's the price money. It runs. It tracks. Not that is one of my things that I'm gonna get to later on. It functions. Yes, you don't have to have a PC to run it. Yes, it is quite good with a decent high-end PC that you can have the processing power to run the dash and the virtual desktop, which uses a lot of like resources. But it's it's shit. Like I can't see much positives to it because of how much trouble I have had with mine, and my friends have had with theirs. What originally got made me get one of these was my friend got one. I thought it was amazing. Like that was the first time I've been in virtual reality. I loved it. His brother got one. It's exactly the same. They both functioned. His functioned. His lenses were a bit like there was a difference. I can't explain the difference, but there was definitely a difference between both of the different ones. But that's to be expected. The lenses are different. Like I could go for a top of the line headset and still get different lenses, different types, different qualities, so on. Because that's just how the lenses are made, especially with the stupid lenses on these things instead of the pancake lenses. Why didn't they do that? I don't know. But yeah, I got one of them because it was good. I enjoyed it. Tracking was great. That what jumped start me into VR, and then I got one. It was good. For the first couple of months I was using it, tracking was good. I was rubbish at the Beat Saber game. God, I was horrible. As I got better, though, my quest seemed to deteriorate. And as I'm going to show in the video that I'm going to put behind me, it is crap. It is just it. I would much rather just play Yahtzee or just literally sit there and punch. I would rather go and punch bricks than play VR at this point. It's getting to the point where I would rather throw this thing at a wall and watch it explode. I don't care if I'm going to lose £600. The it's getting to the point where it's just not enjoyable anymore. It's not a form of entertainment for me. It's just stress that I have to deal with because of it's just fucking up. It's like battery life. Yeah, it might be rubbish with normal extensions. You can get extensions for it. Like I've got the Elite Strap from Meta because I wanted the linkability to it. I wanted to know how much battery was left in it, so on. And it's high quality. I haven't had it break or anything like that. I'm not going to say the products are low quality, they're shit. But they are low quality shit, if you get what I mean. Like, they haven't put much thought process into it. This, the cameras, yes, they may be in perfect positions to track, but they're not scratched, they're not dirty. I clean them every time I use it, and I use a microfiber cloth to make sure I don't scratch the lenses. I've even shine my torch light very dull, should I say, so I don't damage the sensors, and then I can't see a single scratch. Yet somehow I can keep my head dead still while playing Beat Saber, and I know this because I've had a couple of friends check my form. My head says dead still while playing, and it glitches. It's like I do this, and I can't explain it. It just in my head just glitches around. It teleports me around the room. I could literally stay in the same place, which I do while playing Beat Saber, and all of a sudden it's saying I'm my hands through the guardian. Yeah, the guardian. When if my hand was through the guardian, I would either punch my laptop screen or I would punch the TV or something. And I rarely go to the edge of the boundary because I know I'm spatial aware. I know where my boundaries are because I've been here. I know my edges of my boundary. I'm good at staying in the middle. But it's just getting to the point now going through a flipping valve. Because if you check the video and scroll back and so on, wherever I put the video, I don't know, future me, wherever you put it, I'll put a little timestamp. I'll wear it now. Um, it just glitches. Like there's nothing I can do about it. I've tried everything. I've tried restarting the headset. My friends have started doing the same as well. My first original mate that had the VR that let me have a go, his its battery life has gone down, but that's to be expected, and it's got some wear and tear. But apart from that, he hasn't got too many side effects. His right, I think it was either the right or left controller. It was doing a weird glitch where it would constantly turn off and on really quickly and not function. That's the only problem he's had with his. Besides the original charging cable didn't work for it. That it finally gave up. But that again is to be expected due to cable wear and tear, so on. I would be completely fine with that. My friend, his brother, and also my other friends, his one is doing the exact same as mine, just a little bit worse. His is actually teleporting around the room, not just slight head movements like this and that. And in the video, you can see it's very hard to see because obviously I'm moving. Like, it moves around like this because of my head movement, general stuff. But you can see it does like that, and it changes. It changes my perspective. I'm constantly changing my head to get in the middle of where the blocks are coming from. The sabers they fly off. I'm pretty sure it's one point in the video they sit there and they fly off a little bit and then snap back again. Again, that's not me. Yes, I miss a few blocks. Like I said, I'm not the best at Beat Saber. I'm not the worst, but I am a decent. I am not a pro, but I well know the game. I know how it feels. I know where the blocks should go. I know where my hitboxes are. No matter if I'm playing it on the standalone or whether I'm playing it on the laptop, it's constantly saying I'm not missing the blocks or I'm hitting them wrong. I can literally go like that straight through the block, and it's going, no, you missed it. No, you hit it wrong. And it's getting to the point now. Again, I'm gonna keep saying this that it's fucking shit, man. It's I don't expect this from it, it, you might be gonna say, yeah, it's a cheap headset. It's I'm not gonna lie, it is compared to most wired ones. They're split between at least 900 and 1.5k. But still, with the amount of things that people said that yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's not, it's shit. Get your head into the game of if you're it's dependent on what you're doing with it. If you're watching I am seriously considering selling this thing and YouTube with your mates or you're going on VR chat just to hang about and so on. It's fine. Tracking errors they can be funny, especially if your hand just floats off and your avatar's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's funny. It gives you a laugh, and that again makes good content. But when you sat there, you're trying to play a competitive game like Gun Raiders or something like that, and you're just having your controllers just randomly just oh, one, and then they snap back again, and then because you've died because the controllers just don't track, or whether your headset just sits there and snaps around for no reason. Apart from the tracking, maybe the Wi-Fi card as well, because that's another thing with mine I found, and so is my friends. Their Wi-Fi cards are shit. Like they constantly disconnect from the Wi-Fi. They even corrupted my old Wi-Fi router. Like I tried connecting to it. No, it constantly said password wrong, and it actually broke the Wi-Fi router. Admittedly, it was a little low, but it shouldn't break it to the point where every new device that we tried connected. I tried to connect my brand new Z Fold 4, and it wouldn't work. It just turned around and said that it was false password and everything like that. Even when we reset it to the default settings, it seems to break everything it touches. Yeah, you might say, oh, oh, Rocky, you bought extensions, you've got new stuff, you stuck your stickers to it. It can't be that shit. Newsflash, that's because it wasn't. It's deteriorating. I've bought new things to try and make my life easier, to try and go, yeah, it tracking, but buy new things. Maybe it'll sort it out. It doesn't. Yeah, you might say, I'm wasting my money. Why don't I just save, get a Valve Index? I'm doing that, but they're fucking expensive. They really are. I have used a Valve Index, and they are quite good. Yeah, they're bloody heavy, but they're better. They work. I can't explain the differences because it's just better in every aspect. Yes, it may not be able to run without on standalone. Yes, I may have originally got my laptop, my PC. My God's sake, man, boom, get a get a VR for standalone. But as you moved more for the PC VR because I noticed the processing power that it had. Yeah, you have a cable attached to your head, but you have so much more processing power. You have the better resolution. You can you're not limited to Quest only avatars on VR chat, which I spend a lot of time on. I can get better modded songs on Beat Saber with better graphics. So I don't really need a standalone headset. But to do all them things, I still need tracking. And I can't get tracking on the Quest. It's non existent. Some days, yeah, it's seamless. I get a few tracking issues. As anything you buy, you're gonna have tracking issues. Whether that's a camera, on your phone, you can click something, it tracks it, but it loses tracking for a second, then tracks it again. Or whether your screen glitches out or something like that, or whether your gaming laptop randomly crashes every so and again because you've kind of pushed it a bit too hard. You're going to have problems. You're going to encounter it, but not as much as I've had with the Quest. I'm constantly encountering our problems. I'm constantly trying to fix them, and I'm going over the same points with the fact that it's shit. There's nothing. I don't think there's much else to say, to be honest. Just if you're going for a quest, just be mindful of what price range it is. Make sure I'm not the best person to go through to go to like how good a quest is, the specs of it, and things like that. It's got a good processor. It's got good camera tracking, depending on what you're doing. If you're doing fast-paced stuff like Beat Saber, and you're gonna get competitive with it and very fast, like I am, then I would go for a higher end gear, like something that can do gaming, like a Valve Index or something like that. I wouldn't even recommend the Pico 4. I haven't been on the Pico 4. I don't know what it's like, but standalone, the way it's going, yes, it's getting more powerful, but with my experiences, it's just been shit, man. It's not worth it. It's maybe cheaper and wrong on. You might go, yeah, that looks really good, but when you get further down the line, it's just not feasible. Like the amount of things you'll be spending time so much doing. I've reset this thing twice to try and get it to fix itself. It even got itself stuck boot looping before, and I had to reinstall software via USB. It's there's so much wrong with it. I just wish they would fix all that before they really launch the Quest 3, or if they're launching the Quest 3, to at least fix the tracking. I haven't had the Quest Pro because it's way too fucking expensive. I'd much rather buy a Valve Index, but they need to fix something better. That the requirement for all these apps just to run is just mind-boggling. Why don't they just add a boot up option? So if you hold down the power key and the volume down, like you can to get the BIOS, or something like another command you can do to just enter basically like a VR just headset mode. So it's just an external monitor, so you can connect it into your PC and then boot normal Steam VR without having to have the Oculus. Oh, pardon me, Oculus Dash. That would be so much better because without that, it's just straining resources on people's laptops. You still have the element of the standalone there, and you can still use it if it's necessary. But you're having to have an Oculus Dash to even run the PC. I can't even get the files off of my Oculus anymore without the Oculus Dash or anything enabled. It's getting to the point where they're locking this headset down so hard that it's just not feasible. So as half the stuff on the headset doesn't work because apparently it's locked behind a in development wall when it's not. I know it's not. It's just shit. If you're going for Quest, don't go for one. Is my honest opinion. Go for something more expensive. Don't even go for a Quest Pro. Don't avoid standalone and Meta. Just avoid it. They just can't be bothered to fix problems. I have contacted them many times to see if they can send me a new headset or anything so I can just get back to what I had instead of having to deal with this buggy, laggy piece of shit mess. But they just ignore me. So in my own opinion, avoid Meta, avoid standalone, go for something with link cable. If you have a decent PC, you can run it. I'm running on a laptop with an i5 and a 3050. So if I can run it, I'm pretty sure your Nan's PC can run it if you if you know your way around computers. I got this thing to run at 20 FPS on one of the highest render games I own, which is Microsoft Flight Simulator, and that's while in VR. Yes, it is fucking shit because of virtual reality running at 20 FPS. It's diabolical, but you can do it if you just need something that's going to suit you. To be honest, that's what I'm trying to get into. If you're just doing social VR and so like something like that, the Quest and standalone, I would still say was fine, but you still should go for something higher because I know even though you're going to do social, you're going to want to do something more active, or at least I would recommend anyway. Just get variation so you can see what you're capable of and so on. I would still go for something linked or something at least better. So yeah, that's my little rant. I hope that helps someone somewhere deciding whether they want a VR headset or not, and whether they get the Quest or not. So yeah, join my Discord server. Yeah, we have some good discussions on that. Yeah, so have a good life, guys, and choose wisely of what you buy, and of course, stay fluffy.